Hi, I'm Amanda, and this is for class for GPE 340. This is Milestone 3 that I'm finally putting together. I decided I just am going to have some issues with it and to try to get whatever grade I can for right now, since I only have a week left. I guess I'll do the best I can. That's about all I can do. So the first part of the milestone was the elements from projects 1 and 2, the character and animations imported, and yes, they are. So if I play it, here's my player mouse. So I'm added the enemy, but anyway, yes, when I press play, that enemy goes, and this is my player mouse, and he still moves around. So, attack. Anyway, sorry, minimize that. Next one. So they're imported. You can see that the character is moving. You can see that the enemy is moving, and we'll go over that down here in a minute as well. The camera tracks the player. I can show you that next. Still tracks the player. Yes. That's the bullets coming out of the gun. Yeah, he's going in circles, but I'll discuss all these things here happening here in a minute. But yes, it does track. There's just so much going on in this scene. I can't walk. Still can't walk. Okay. But yes, see, as I'm moving away from the cat and my enemy, he is tracking. So, or the camera is tracking the player. Okay, so next part. Player has a health UI. He does. His UI is right here, this red bar. And he is taking damage as this guy shoots me. He's, already killed me. We'll talk about the death here in a minute, but like he starts with hardly, there we go. See, now I'm full health because that's my health pickup still working. Yeah, there we go. Now he's full health, and then if I get shot again, it's slowly gonna go down as I get away from the thing. But when it goes red, here I'll walk into bullets. But yeah, it was going here. Let me try this again. Let's see. So as soon as if I let him shoot me like he was doing before, and I don't go for my health pickup, see my bar is slowly going to move down. So anyway, but anyway, that health pickup still works. And such. So let's see. Health takes damage and is destroyed on death, so we'll go over that in a minute. Nav mesh is built correctly, but anyway, that's basically what I've done with projects 1 and 2 for imported. Okay, so second part was nav mesh is built correctly and highlighted in the editor. Okay, so let's go and take a look at the nav mesh highlighted in the editor. So if you go to the navigation bar, this is the nav mesh right here. It is highlight, like if I go off of it for a second, see my green grass is back. If I pop onto it, there's my navigation. So it's saying show nav mesh, show height mesh. I don't really have a height because this one's the bottom, the ground, and had to set it up in the, well, I guess in the navigation, not the inspector exactly. So I have it set up like the class said to do here. So you had to have walkable areas and bake it in. But for the object, navigation area is walkable. So this blue is saying that this is a walkable area. And I had to have all my characters know that this is a walkable area in order for them to behave themselves correctly, I guess you could say. So, like, let's take a look at my enemy, Timmy. It's like Timmy Turner off of Fairly Odd Parents. That's what I'm going for anyway. Okay, so right here on his enemy controller, I have agent is get component nav mesh. So this is like recognizing the nav mesh itself, and they all have to have this in order to walk around. I also have a nav mesh on the playground. If I pull out enough, well, I know I stuck it on there anyway. But yeah, so I have it on the, I have it on this, and I also tried to stick it onto the playground itself. So if they make their way up there, the enemies, they'll know where the playground is, and they'll be able to walk on it too. Okay, so let's head back to Inspector. Hopefully that takes care of that one. Okay, enemy navigates to player. Well, the way I set mine up was that he goes to a pickup object first, and then he navigates to player. So let me see. I'm looking for, where did I put that? Okay, so like right here, in update function, I made the, okay, so the enemy self-equip weapon, so it also goes with equip weapon. So what the enemy is going to do when I play it is he's going to search for a weapon first. So he's gone enemy self-equip weapon. If that is true, if it equals null, if there is no weapon equipped, then the enemy is going to, Timmy Turner is going to go pick up his forgotten weapon. So he will equip the weapon. So I did this with a target find object weapon pickup. So it's carrying from weapon pickup and then transform. And then stopping distance equals 0. So he's going to immediately pick up the weapon. Else, if he has a weapon in his hand and he doesn't need to pick up the weapon, then he's going to go after my player. So target, find the player, and then I have him trying to stop a little bit away, which is why he's kind of spinning in circles some. I need to spread my stuff out so that he doesn't go in circles. But he was like right on top of my player, and it was really annoying. So I gave him a stopping distance from the player so that he wasn't like right up my backside. It was not good. So anyway, okay, so what was that then? But I'll show you. So that was the code for the enemy navigates to player. Now, if we watch it, like if I'm just gonna hang out here. See, there he goes. He picks up his gun, and those little yellow things popping out of the gun, those are the bullets. So there we go. And he is, see, he's gonna go in a circle because he's too close to me. All right, but if I like walk away, right there is my, see, it's all red. See, so he is hitting me. And he is slowly going after me. I just need to spread my stuff out because this is ridiculous amount of stuff here. And like it's all jiggy. Oh my word. And I found out the other day I have like the worst graphics card in the history of humanity to try to do anything. Art rendering or Unity or anything, period. Like I so need another graphics card. But anyway, he is somewhat like moving there. Now he's like, the minions are in the way, but he was following me first. Oh, there he is. See, like if you look at this other screen, he got stuck in the minions. Oh, crud. But there, see, he's somewhat following me. If you can look at it in the screen, he does follow the player. Anyway, after he gets his weapon, he goes after me and he shoots me. And like if I, take on death, he's shooting me a lot. Like my health. Okay, so anyway, the enemy does navigate to the player. The enemy uses root motion. Okay, and explain how he goes into animator, transfer to nav mesh agent for the movement. Okay, well that was kind of like what I showed you before with the nav mesh. So he has an agent here of a nav mesh agent, and then this is where I am getting his animator. I had to bake it and do everything just like I did for player. So let me head back into here. Let's head to my dude. Let's head to Timmy Turner. So Timmy has his animator up here, the controls and everything. And if I go to his, not the prefabs, you need the animator. That's the players. And this is Timmy's. So this is new Timmy Turner's controller. So he had to have the controller. And then I had to bake everything, like it's still down here. I didn't get rid of it. But I had to go back in and what you doing, dude? Okay, there we go. I had to go back in just like the players, and, you know, we had to go into the rig, make sure it's humanoid, and then for the animation, had to go original body and orientation and such for all the ones that oh, that's sprint backwards. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't do center of mass. I did all original whatnot. So I did runs. That's what he did. He ran. He did all the runs. Okay. What? All right, I know I did it because he works. There he is. Okay, I must have missed off the run. Well, that's nice. But anyway, in here I did the originals, baked it into position, not in the other one, so that he can walk forward, and it is walking because if you let me just play and start him again. But if you look really closely at him when he goes over there, like he's like doing this shuffle thing. There you go, and that's his animation. So he shuffles a bit. Well, he's somewhat doing it. Well, he definitely has his hands the way it's supposed to be. So anyway, I'll probably have to work on that a bit more. Okay, let's see. So let's see, show and explain the code. We did the nav mesh agents. Okay, enemy shoots at player. Those were the little yellow bullets. So if I play it again, you can see the little yellow bullets heading my way. They're little tiny little, there they go. See, there's the bullets. But like I said, when goodness, I've got too much stuff here. See, but right there, he's shooting towards me. But all these are little tiny bullets flying around. So he does shoot not entirely at the player, but okay. Oh, explain how code that calculates where to shoot and to target the player. So back in here, oh, this is probably what for the target destination, agent acceleration. So this is where he is moving towards. So in agent set destination, he's headed to that area. Let's see, so, and then otherwise go after the player. So target, find object, transform, stalking distance to. So this and all of this has him headed, walking and headed toward the player, basically. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah, so that I'll calculate where to shoot the player. Okay, so he's doing that. Shoot itself is down here. He's using a check, Shafir physics check, to get the position, the radius, and the player mask. The player mask is on Timmy, so like, okay, so back up here, and wait a minute. Did I not have the player mask? Somehow he did a player mask. I know he did. Is player on the player mask? Player is on the player mask. There we go. Well, that's odd. Actually, technically, he should be on the other one. But one of these things has a place for the player mask. I don't know. Well, anyway, player though definitely has player mask, and he's, well, actually, I think I just have to get it from that. I think that's how I set it up. So never mind, it's not all in the inspector. But I get the player mask, and then once he checks this, once the enemy, Timmy Turner checks to see if the mouse, you know, is there and ready, then he can shoot. You know, if he has his weapon equipped, he's going to shoot his weapon. And then this is a timer for shooting, which I probably need to change because, you know, he's shooting a lot of bullets extremely fast and I die right away, technically. So with the shoot timer, less than equal to 0, then he can still shoot. So I need to like set the timer because I have a timer, but it's supposed to be for like game designers to set within it. Let me see. So enemy shoots a player. Okay, enemy equips a weapon. We saw him picking up the weapon just a little bit ago. As for different types of weapon, if he wants, he can go into the other weapon, although he hasn't really had any need to drop his weapon yet to pop into the other weapon. So, but yeah, you definitely can see even here, well, since he's shooting at the player anyway. Let me see if I can get up close so that you can see. Yeah, there we go. See, so he has his gun there. So he definitely has the gun, and he can shoot both. What was the other one? The kinematics, and they use the same weapon code and inherits weapon classes. Yes, so they do have the same weapon class. All right, so let's see, weapon. Oh, I'm still in animations. That's not going to help me, is it? No, it's not. Okay, so they are both using this right-hand target, left-hand target. There's the bullet again, instantiating the bullet to shoot. They both have that part of can shoot and instantiate bullet to shoot. So this is how they are shooting. Sorry, kids in the background. Let me see. So anyway, it is, they're both using weapons to shoot. So there is that. Oh, and then pawn. They are both using these sets as well to pick up the weapon for the right-hand target, the left-hand target. They both pull different things from pawn. The equip weapon, instantiate, whether they pick up the revolver or the rifle, this is all the same because this is the pawn class that both classes are. Both the player and the enemy have access to this class, so they're using this same pawn to, hi doggy, yes, I'll play with you in a minute. Okay, so let's see what's next. Okay, let me see. Enemy equips weapon. Okay, so yes, the kinematics with him holding the gun, I didn't quite get that right, but hopefully I've got some of it. Enemy ragdoll on death. I had so much trouble with this. Okay, I'll show you my ragdoll code, and then I'll show you actually what the ragdoll deck looks like, because it is hooked up in there. Technically, they both die, and it's called on the console, and I'll show you that too. It's just, it doesn't like happen the way that I really want it to happen, I guess you could say. So, but if you, oh, I'm still running around pawn, aren't I? Yes, I am. I probably should stick this in pawn 2, but I don't. I have it in their controllers. I have it in the enemy and player controller. But I set it to a bool state for the ragdoll effect, setting up rigid body state for the ragdoll effect. So this is the Boolean states. There's a rigid body state, the collider state. So I did the array and then the get components and children. And then for each rigid body and rigid bodies, it's kinematic. And it has to be kinematic or I've decided just goes nuts. There's no other way to explain it. Like the mouse he just hops everywhere and the enemy goes out of control. It's all really nutty. But okay, so then they get the component. So this one is get component parent is set it to the opposite side to get the effect so that the children are taken care of and the parent is also taken care of for the ragdoll effect. And then its own, the collider is basically the same thing, except instead of putting down rigid body each time, you just put colliders each time. And instead of is kinematic, you have it enabled. So when you want it to be enabled. And then the player has the same thing around here someplace. There it is. So the player has it and the enemy has it on their thing. All right, the issue is it somewhat works. If you look at the console when I play, actually, he's already, oh yeah, enemy cat. Like, I'll talk about him in a minute. He's like not cooperating either. Okay, so what was I trying to do? Oh, right here. Okay, see, like the health, like he's shooting somewhat at me, and the health is going down. And there we go, killing target. So it keeps on going down. So the health is working, and it'll say that I've died. Hopefully, after he stops fooling around. Oh, darn it. I got health again, didn't I? I did not mean to get health. I did not want to walk into a pickup. Come on, go ahead and kill me. Lovely. But it will go down all the way to death if, oh, come on. If I let it, it will, there we go. Health 2. Health 2, just don't walk into the thing. Anyway, it goes down all the way, and technically it does kill me, and can likewise kill him, but unfortunately it does not work the way I want it to with everything. That's a cool picture right there, because that thing's doing that. Let's see. This is the part where they die. So it should work with my rigid bodies and my colliders set up for my ragdoll effect, that this should work and that they should die. But it's not entirely working. I also have the other one. You know what? That might actually be it. I'm going to pause for a minute and go check out the other one. Just give me just a minute. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so let me see. Where was I? And what did I just do? I'm trying to explain to what I just did. So I did have like the functioning for the rag doll and everything in the enemy control. And I just realized part of my issue was it was not in the health. Oops. Okay, so now I have it like where it's supposed to be. So it's supposed to kill the target, destroy the game object. Why is it doing that? Why does it have destroy like that? What on earth did I do now? What? Like it was fine. Such is my life. Why are you not? What did I do now? And why is it all dark down there? It wasn't dark originally. Oh, you know what? Because I returned, is that it? Lovely. But here, what if I move you? Will that do anything? Okay, maybe that'll do something. Okay, so anyway, Control KD. Okay, there we go. Fix that. Anyway, so I moved it into here, and I moved these into here. I did have them in enemy controller and player controller, but honestly, they should be central place like health. Oops. So there. That's at least a little bit better. But the ragdoll on death. Hey, let's go try it out. Maybe I'll get lucky. I doubt it, but I did attempt to fix it anyway. So there we go, and probably not, but hey, why not? My cat target clone is trying to access what? But his stuff is going down anyway, so, oh man, they could push me out again. Too much stuff in this area, like I don't even have my gun. That's nice. 2, 1, and I obviously am not going to die like I was wanting to do. So But it does say killing target right here, so it's calling it. He just doesn't. He still doesn't do it exactly the way he's supposed to. But anyway, there's that. This, I'll go over here in a minute. This is this cat target clone, because the cat target clone always pops up over here. So that's one of my spawns. That he doesn't spawn with the draw box. He just spawns on his own. Yeah, and I never did quite fix all that issue. But anyway, let's see. What was I going to do? Oh, the ragdoll. I was still on ragdoll. Okay, so the thing about the ragdoll is, though, like, I did attach it. I do have the code for it. It does kill what he kills. He just don't ragdoll what they're supposed to do. But if I turn off all this stuff, let me see, what was it supposed to do? Like, if you turn it all off, you could see everything, and you can watch him ragdoll. So if I turn off the animator, and what were we supposed to turn off again? I turn off the health and turn off the enemy. And I don't know if I'm supposed to turn off the nav mesh agent or not. I do turn off the enemy controller. And I forget if I turn off these. And we'll try it twice. There you go. See? So he has ragdolls on him, and he's like, oh my, his head's going back and forth. But he somewhat, yeah, does what he's supposed to do. All right. Let me pop him back in again. So that was the enemy dying. You know, so it is on him, and just doesn't do that during gameplay. But here I will show you the players as well. Animator, capsule, pawn, player, health, pawn. No, hey, I should really easily die, right? There we go. And then poor Mousy is dead. And this guy's buggy again. Okay. So there we go. That's ragdoll. That is a pain in my big toe right now because I fixed the chute. The chute was gone down for a while, and I don't know. Anyway, let me see. Enemy spawns over time. The cat, a target, is spawning. And then also the straw gizmos editor and everything. I've got that. So let me show you a draw box, because instead of the thing to do it a draw box. So this is the draw box and the code for it. And this is the thing about drawing the cube, the square. So that it's there. And let me see. It's actually right here is my spawner. I think I called it enemy spawn. There it is. So, and it has the, oh wait, that's the cat target. So that they're different. So I've got a cat, I have an enemy spawn that's the cat target. I probably should rename that to cat target spawn. Let's rename that right now. So it does, and it spawns at the very beginning. Cat target spawn. Okay. There, that'd be better. And then Timmy spawn is this box. And then all these Timmy Turners pop out of it. So, yes, there is enemy spawning. And I mean, they're spawning a lot. And there's a lot of them. And if they're all shooting at me, maybe that's one of the reasons why I die so quickly. None of them go for their guns yet. I do not know why. But they do spawn. So if we like back up here a lot, see that Timmy goes for his gun. Here they go across the screen. It's like one of those conveyor belts in the cartoons. In all honesty, it's kind of cute and kind of fun. If only it would do what it was supposed to do. But I kind of like it like this too. So this is a mistake that I could use in the future and have stuff spit out just like this, all in place, not going for anything, not doing anything. It'd be conveyor belt. I should take that grandma and then like stick all these mice and, you know, do that anyway. Okay, so there's that. So yes, I do have enemies. I do have them spawning in. They are spawning in from a draw gizmo, and you saw my draw gizmo. The new game mechanic that I had so much trouble with this one. The only thing that I really did was like the cat is now with an animation and can move over to this one area. But she's having problems too because she doesn't walk. She does like, now she walks. Like when she arrives there, she walks. And then she jiggies out, and then she like does her thing where she's like trying to eat him, but you know, she's like not on him. I'm still wondering if part of my issue is that I'm so crowded here. Like right now I'm trying to move and I can't. And you saw him move before. So like, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. So, but if I play again and I get away from that cat right away, wait, seriously? Mouse down. Well, what did I do now? Heavens to Betsy. And it happened during all this. Isn't that nice? What on earth? Yay. Okay, well, haha, even during the video I just stopped. But the cat is supposed to be the new feature. She was moving a little bit better there before, but there we go. And I was trying to get her to attack mouse, and that would have been my extra feature, as my other enemy does attack. But okay, so there's that. Well commented and such. Honestly, I was just trying to get Milestone 3 done, but I did try to comment throughout again. That's the comments from earlier. For the enemy, I have, let me see, when he doesn't equip the weapon, he will equip or when he doesn't have a weapon, he will equip the weapon, otherwise he goes after the player. This is his part of shooting. You know, I'm calling this the timer for shooting. So all that is there and commented. I didn't really comment anything in the drop gizmos because it's kind of self-explanatory, you know, you got the colors and I don't know. But I commented on some of this. So this is the cat target spawner. It is commented, and I have commented on, oh wait, wrong script, health. When I was setting up, this is just like the start function, but do the opposite because he's dead. So like, you know, if the health, so added to this one, you know, the health is 0, then you're going to destroy the game object. It's supposed to destroy, it's not. Okay, but yeah, it was supposed to set the body, rigid body to false and the collider state to true. And then down here, I commented setting up rigid body state for the ragdoll effect, setting up collider state for the ragdoll effect. This was like, I was trying a different way because at first it was not liking this. So I tried this and thought, is this what you want? But it did not want that. So I'll get rid of that later. And then this part, get component on the parent and set it to the opposite. Because you're supposed to you need to get both the child component and the parent component in order to get the ragdoll to work, which obviously doesn't work in my case because, you know, like there's issues. But anyway, I think that's all I have for now for Milestone 3, and I will go and work on trying to clean it up. And like, I don't even know what I just did during the video. All of a sudden, my mouse can't move. So I love it. Like, you saw him move throughout the whole video, and then all of a sudden, I switched the code. I guess it has to do with this code that I switched. I don't know. I'm so upset about it. 3 has been a nightmare. And I need to get 4 done already. And then 5. Okay. But I think that's all I have for it for now. Okay. Thank you.